good morning, fellow savages. I'm back with another entry of Rem Diary. Now, if you're here to listen to one of my crazy dream story things, please stay tuned. But just a quick reminder, please subscribe, like, and comment down below. Let me know what you think of these dreams. If you're a dream interpreter, please interpret them down below. I would not mind. I would love to hear what these dreams mean. I can't keep up. However, this is one of my most recurring dreams that I do have. How it's not the same dream as always, but it's the same theme in a completely different form every time. So last night I had a dream that, there was a tsunami, of course. What else? When is it not a tsunami? You know what I mean? So I was in an apartment, and this is one of the first times that I'm not on the beach on the tsunami, because most of the tsunami dreams I have, I'm like literally on the beach line. So this dream I had, I was about 30 miles in the island that I was at. I think it was an island. I don't know what else. I was in an apartment complex building, and I don't know what floor I must have been on, but I think I was on the first floor, and I was just in this person's apartment. I was with a guy, don't know who he is at all, and something told me to look out the window. So I was standing in the living room, and I was like I just felt the energy around me or something, and I was like, oh my god. So I went over, and I looked down, because I don't know why, but this window was like short, or it was pretty low. So I go down and I look up, and obviously it's like 50 miles away, I see this gigantic tsunami wave approaching, and I was like, oh my god. And I was like, let's just call him Steve. I was like, Steve, we gotta go right now. And he knew exactly what I meant when I said that. So we ran out of the back door, and we were running like we're fucking athletes, like I ain't running out of breath type thing, which is like impossible because your girl cannot run to save her life. So I'm running, he's running, and we're running straight for about what felt like, it probably was really like 4 miles or so, but I don't really know, because my dream just goes really fast. And then we run in a J form. So we ran all the way straight, and then when we turn, we're running up a hill. Now, when we're getting to the top of this hill, there's 2 girls on bicycles that are coming down the hill. So we catch them. They're like little girls, like little 4 years old, just driving bicycles. And we catch them, and we're like, you have to go back home to your mommy, because this is going to be really bad. And they started screaming, danger, danger, stranger danger, whatever. And we were like, okay, we were trying to help you, but okay, you can go do whatever you want. Isn't that a little fucked up? I don't know. And we were just like, we're trying to help you. And they're like, stranger danger. And we're like, okay. So we let the girls go, and they ran back to their parents or something. And me and this guy Steve, we just keep running. We keep running up this big ass hill, and as we're going up this hill, you can look behind you that the water is starting to fill up and catch up with us. And I guess I could say mountain, it was a hill that could be a mountain basically, but I don't know, you guys, this is my dream. It's very hard to explain, but work with me here. We're running steeply up a hill, okay? So we get to the top of this hill. There's about 30, 40 other people there. There's a few buildings up there, and we're all screaming. No, not screaming. We're all panic breathing, hyperventilating, and we're watching the tsunami, and it hasn't clashed yet. So all it was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And yet, there was still so much water, not even being sucked into this thing. So it was very confusing, because I'm like, isn't a tsunami just suck up all the water and then crash and then water everywhere? So I don't know if maybe there was a first tsunami that was little that crashed, and then as we were running up this hill, the new tsunami formed, and now it was starting to suck all the water back up. Maybe, I don't know. So we're at the top of this fucking mountain hill thing. And the group of 30 people that are there are watching this tsunami get closer and closer and closer, and we're all freaking out. This is where the dream gets a little ridiculous, so please bear with me. Somehow, this tsunami gets close enough to where we are that it starts to, now it's cresting and like crashing over. As it's crashing over, because you know, like in movies and stuff, when the tsunami crashes over, and then as it's coming over, everything that it took in its path is now coming over the top of it. So, in my dream, the tsunami starts crashing over, and all of a sudden, I just see the nose of this gigantic cruise ship. Picture like the Titanic ship, and I just see the nose coming up. So like the tsunami's crash, the wave is crashing, and there's just this nose of a ship going, and I was just like, oh my god. And I said that, and then everybody started screaming, and we were like, what the like, because there's nowhere for us to go if this thing, because the direction this thing was coming was right for us, so it was gonna like literally plaster down on top of us. So somehow, work with me, I kind of like flew on over to this cruise ship, and like had some Scarlet Wish moment that I was at the cruise ship. I fucking flipped it over and made it slide right next to where all these group of people are. Girl, what? I don't know. So this cruise ship is just chilling next to the group of us. Meanwhile, the wave already crashed, and there's more and more shit coming, and we're all like, get off the boat! Because we don't know what else to fucking do. Like, the water is starting to get higher and higher, and we're like, oh my god, what do we do? The wave already crashed, so we're like, okay, let's get on this cruise ship. So we get on the cruise ship, and now we're like, riding this tsunami on the back, because it's already crashed, and then everything is coming through it. So we're like, okay, well, I don't know, I guess we'll work against everything. So we're trying to work against everything that's coming our way, and we're trying to save people that are floating on top of this tsunami, anybody who did survive, any animals that did survive, and we're just kind of going about our way. And what it seemed like was like 3 or 4 hours went by after the tsunami crashed. In my dream, really, it was probably like a minute, but it felt so long in my dream. Everyone was just it was so quiet. The world was quiet. There was no birds. You couldn't hear any animals. All you heard was like the ocean, the sound of the ocean. But the water wasn't going away. Like, you know, a tsunami crashes, boom, dot, destroys the town, okay, great, and then the water recedes back to the ocean. In my dream, it did not do that. It was like, what's that movie? Waterworld? Where the entire world was covered in water. That's what happened in my dream. Like, we all kind of were like, well, why is the water not going away? Like, everything's underwater. There's no land. What do we do? And it was just, like, very confusing in the dream. And a part of me in my dream knew that this is what was going to happen, and I must have told Steve something about this, and he knew to believe me. And I'm like, oh my god, but like, did I just have a Moses moment almost? Kind of like, what? I don't know, but that was my dream. I'm still trying to comprehend it. And like, I told my best friend this dream, and how I'm always constantly dreaming of tsunamis, and we looked up the tsunami meaning, and basically it's that I'm like hoarding my emotions, and I don't express them enough, or something like that. And I was like, bitch, what emotions? Hello, I'm an Aries. Like, no, I don't play when it comes to that game. Ugh. So I why I keep having, I think I just have dreams of the tsunamis because that's my biggest irrational fear. It's nothing to do with my emotions. It's not like I don't have a boyfriend, I don't have a person of interest, like nothing like that. So for that to be like, I don't know. I think for me, I dream of it more because that's my biggest irrational fear. If that makes sense. For dream interpreters out there, please let me know if that makes sense, because the definition or the meaning of a tsunami in my dream isn't really matching up with my day-to-day life. So someone explain, because I'm confused. But yeah, that was my dream last night. Very weird. But I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I know it was a little short. It wasn't much detail. Obviously, I could sit here and paint every single scene. Like, I should get with a comic artist to animate one of my dreams one day, because that would be really cool. But I hope you guys have a good one. Make sure you guys like I said, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, okay? Bye!